Hello, guys. Welcome back to the grand finals of the Edmonton LOL Open for November. I'm Corsair.
Yo, what's up? This is Kajikal.
All right, let's get into it right away. Surprisingly, a Zigsban, and again, proven last game is just an insane champion right now. Renekton banned right out the gate. Both teams play that very effectively. Fiddlesticks, that's definitely a target ban against Foopus. He plays... And the Annie ban, actually. Both Delirium and Foopus both play Annie.
Yeah.
That we've seen, and both of them played very effectively. Actually, Delirium didn't... I haven't seen him play it at all until Foopus did last tournament. And last tournament, Foopus really brought that out and surprised everyone with it and forced out some bans on it. And the Caston ban, again, was because the last tournament, when these two teams met up in the first round, Nundo just destroyed the game for the purple team.
He had a really strong game on Caston, so they kind of shown a lot of respect there, keeping him out. Most of these are targeted bans at this point. They just they've played each other so many times. These guys have been in the finals, semifinals.
Oh yeah, and
these the last few tournaments. So
yeah, and right away, an instant lock on the Evelyn. Not Delirium. Urbanized Spies played that very effectively in this game, or in the last couple of games. Whenever he's got a chance, he's played it pretty well. We see Samuel picking up Lucian. Lucian is a very strong champion right now. I haven't seen it because I haven't been playing very much recently, but from what I hear from a lot of people is that he's amazing. One of the best ADs right now, if not the best. They're really good caster ADs right now, are the ones that are really shining, and the ones that have been picked for the most part, other than like Caitlyn. But actually, I want to see more Kog'Maw. I love Kog'Maw. It worked out outstanding. Like, Kog'Maw didn't give a crap and he just like flashed into the team. And
Samuel just as strong. This is the 5th or 6th different AD carries played this tournament, and he's played
them all.
So just showing his pool is just deep. Foopus picking up Janna. We'll see what the rest of the team comp is, but that's a lot of disengage.
I see it could be especially great pick against Evelyn. If Evelyn gets in there on their team fights early, he can just, because it is a melee caster champion, and it really needs to be really close for it to be really effective, and it'll just be able to knock him away really effectively. Actually, I haven't seen Tarek. He was played
a couple of games ago
in the semifinals. And it did work. Apparently, it did work out for them. They did run Twitch with it as well, and they did end up winning the game. I wasn't able to watch it, but actually, the first time I've seen her really in a long time. Sorry to interrupt you. And Lee Sin as well. None of them have been played this tournament.
I think K for Kimchi played Lee Sin in one of the games that wasn't casted.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
so.
You wouldn't have seen that one.
I have an excuse.
Yeah. So just quickly back to the Tarek pick. I think it was discussed pretty in depth by Foopus and Dr. Flambe when they were casting that game. Laning, he does bring a bit to the team, but when it gets to that team fight stage, he really becomes irrelevant. Like, he drops off hard.
Yeah.
And the blue or the purple side is going to know that really well. Like, Foopus mained Tarek for a long time, and he knows his weaknesses and strengths. But yeah, young Gim back on Aurelia. He mained Aurelia for, I believe, season 2.
Back when Aurelia was stupidly good.
Yeah. So he's just going back to a comfort pick. We see Nundo hovering over Kale, Orianna.
It's going to be Orianna and Zac. I really like the Zac pick. People are like, oh, he got nerfed, he's not as good. But he still does the same thing he did a month ago. He just gets tanky, he just jumps into a team.
Yep.
And then, especially the combo from Orianna, that's insanely good. I just don't see that nerf really hitting him too hard. Like, his early game damage, oh boo-hoo, he doesn't do too much early game damage, but that's not what he's meant for. He's meant for diving turrets, jumping over walls, disrupting teams, and being teamed up with people like Orianna to be able to follow up and do insane amount of damage as well.
The team comes pretty strong. They do have those stealth champions, which kind of a bit stronger with this preseason with you can only lay down one pink ward. That pink ward's visible, so it's kind of...
There's no pink wards at all anymore?
No oracles at all. There's pink wards, but you can only place one on the map. And it's visible.
Really?
So it's a weird kind of situation where, there hasn't been a lot of games played with this new setup, and the stealth champions, I think, have a clear advantage. So having both Twitch and Evelyn, we'll see how well purple side keeps those pinks up. They'll all have to pick one up eventually.
Yeah.
And so, but they do have the Lee Sin, which would give vision if he happens to catch him at the right time.
I hate stealth champions so much.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They're so annoying.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the stealth champions either, but
I've played mid lane for so long, just having like stupid chacos and people come out of the bushes and be stealth right beside me. It's so annoying. I actually would like to see some Shaco. Such a fun champion to play.
Yeah, that's one that K for Kimchi has played too.
In the tournament?
Not this tournament.
Okay.
In a previous tournament, I've definitely seen him play that, and
okay.
Well, he's a very skilled player. He can play a lot of these champions and play them very effectively. But yeah, team comp wise, I think blue side probably has a bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
With their it's a hard engage versus hard disengage. You have the Zyra disrupt, going to be AP Zyra in the mid there. So
yeah, Anthron always loves that Zyra in the middle as long as they can get it. Whenever they do pick Zyra, it's definitely going to Anthron in the mid lane. Zyra is definitely a very annoying champion to go against mid lane. If she gets her ranged minions in there and you get anywhere near them, they just start poking you. Yeah. It's just a bad time. Yeah. And they do pretty good damage too, especially if she lands it underneath you. It does extra, obviously. But I don't know. That Tarek pick, I guess early game it gives them a bit, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah. It just doesn't bring much to the late game.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they can get it snowballed hard at the beginning, get Los Panderos on Twitch and Evelyn kind of fed, then it's going to be too late to get to that team fight stage where he's irrelevant. But we'll see how it goes. I don't think there'll be any 2v1 lanes this game.
No, I highly doubt that's going to happen. There's a lot of pressure on this game. You don't want to be trying stuff you're not 100% comfortable with, or stuff you haven't been playing throughout the whole tournament, unless they really want to whip it out and surprise people. So
yeah,
I don't know. I really like the Evelyn, Oriana, Zach, but I'm not, and the Twitch. I'm just not too sure in the Tarek, or else this would be a pretty good team. But they do have really solid engagement with Oriana, Zach. That is really good, especially if Tarek can get in there and get a stunner. He has a lot of AoE damage himself, but it's not that great anymore, but it's still something.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go with Leona again.
Leona, it would have been really good against Kog'Maw, but it didn't work out too well. And Leona wouldn't be as good against Janet. It's just not a very good pick against Janet. Janet can just oh, you're coming in, nope, you're gone.
Yeah. Again, that's laning phase versus team fight phase.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't know. They didn't make it work in the laning phase either.
That's true.
I think that was their biggest problem. They just weren't able, for a pick like Leona, you really got to make that work. Because that's when she's really strong in the laning phase early on. As soon as she hits 2 or 3, she can really, she stuns, obviously, really gets CC under her, and she does really good damage at the start of the game.
Yeah. Here we go. That emerald Tarek, so shiny.
You need pink Tarek, which I hate the skin. I hate Tarek skins except for the red one.
And Samuel, no skin. Just letting everyone down. All 30 of our viewers, you can be disappointed in Samuel for not owning anything other than regular old Lucian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think there's going to be any early game invades. No team is really built for it other than Zyra. Binds, and at least Lee Sin has pretty good early game damage. Janna shields or tornadoes will help out quite a bit, and I just don't see it happening right now. Both teams aren't very built for it, as I was just saying.
Yeah.
Very standard openers. Again, got a double relic shield on both teams. Both junglers going for the machete this time instead of a Doran's blade on Nunu, which really surprised me. Both mids going Doran's ring pots, and a bit difference in the top lane. Doran's shield to Doran's blade, but not too much of a difference.
We see them just hanging out in the mid, throwing some dances out.
Doing the Baron dance already. That's the one thing that's really good about Oriana, is that she can just throw her ball It doesn't cost like any mana, and it's just free wards over and over and over. Actually, Young Grim deciding to go back. Did he forget a pot or?
Oh, he's probably just going top. Yeah, just preparing for the invade, and then maybe he'll grab an extra pot while he's back there. But
his potion's gone. Okay, it's there again. And he got that sweeping lens.
Yeah, probably
interesting for a top laner to grab that.
Probably just more for Evelyn than anything else. Like the free rewards don't really do anything for her.
Oh yeah, that will catch her if she comes in, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna catch her if it comes in really close. So
yeah, it's true.
I don't know. One of those preference things for now. The free ward wouldn't have done anything for those ganks. So
if it could put it down for 10 seconds or so, that'd be pretty cool. And not just being used just straight for cleaning out wards. I could see it being a bit better, especially the blue one that you can get that just reveals an area for a couple of seconds. For it to be that short of a duration, it needs to be longer ranged. I feel just make it a clairvoyance, pretty much. Just obviously not directly across the map, but it's not very useful.
Yeah, and I think we've seen that in this tournament. No one has picked it up.
Yeah,
that I've seen.
The first game I picked it, my first game back, I picked it up. Oh, this thing. Pretty sure there's better. Actually, they're actually throwing a stun on Samuel, but the shield's going to keep anything from happening in there. Lee Sin's looking like he wants to either get counter gank, or no, he wants a gank or a counter jungle. Looks like he's going to opt for the counter jungle. Yeah, he's going to go for the blue buff.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's going to catch Urbanized Spy. I like to see him back away from us for a little bit and just wait for him to start it. But the early game duel will be actually going to be really good for Kimchi. Yeah, and there it is. He gets that in there. Kemchi's trying to do some damage. Urbanized Spy is most likely going to have to be forced to flash away. You really just want to be giving off first blood, and that's going to go to Lee Sin.
Yeah, there it is.
Very nice.
Nando can pick up the...
he's going to be able to get out of there before his teammates get in there, or Kemchi's going to go back in, and no, that's definitely not going to happen. You just want to give up the red buff. He's going to throw down that sweeping lens, clear any wards from coming down, but that ball is going to see him going for that red buff, but Anthony is going to be there. He should be throwing I thought he might be throwing a plant down to be able to stop that, but actually just not being able to get it. The smite used to be able to secure that blue buff, so that's really going to hurt Elise. Elise is probably going to have to either make a choice, either start farming your jungle, knowing that he was low enough, or might make a straight dash for the enemy blue buff.
Yeah, so some action down in bot lane there. There's a lot of trades, a lot of flashes blown. Both Tarek and Twitch had to use their flashes to escape.
Yeah.
Or to chase down, but both Samuel and Fufu's on Lucian and Janna got away. The expunge, just not enough damage there. The Tarek flash stun kept him there.
Waiting for that level 3 all in, I guess. Actually, yeah, he did take 2 early into expunge, so that's most likely what they were doing. Now, Urbanized Spy in a bit of a hard... He's definitely going to be in a very hard position at this point. Actually, Anthron did get that blue buff, so that's really going to hurt Nundo in these early levels.
Yeah.
Being able to just whip out all the abilities as much as he can, especially... Does it still give cooldown reduction? Everything's been changing on me. Yeah, it still gets cooldown reduction. It changes games so much on me every time I come back. It's like, oh, what's this?
Yeah,
what's this?
The preseason has been
it's a little wonky right now.
Yeah. This is an odd time. The tournament happened just a couple of days after the season changed.
Yeah, it would have been nice last week and right before all the changes, but these are scheduled enough distance apart for as much people to come as possible. Actually, a bit of a gauge on Urbanized Spy getting caught by Kemchi. Kemchi's just going to keep him out of the jungle. I would like to see try to hide a pink somewhere just so we can try to get him, but Urbanized Spy, Evelyn she needs early kills and she needs her farm early game, or she's just really weak. I feel like she's gonna have a really hard time right now.
Yeah. K for Kimchi doing a great job.
People being rude in chat.
Maybe. We'll see. Dr. Flambe just doing his duties. We see K for Kimchi in a little too deep. Probably not gonna get away. I'm gonna pass off that blue buff to Twitch there. But he was in a little deep again, doing some counter jungling, and kind of just got caught out with Tarek stun and Eve there. So that's a kill for Twitch, and he's going to have blue buff.
Oh, wow, that's really good for him.
Yeah.
He'll be able to just wipe out abilities as much as he can throughout those casks and expunges whenever he feels like it. And he really doesn't want to be getting out to the enemy. Actually, Young Grim getting very low himself. I got to jump back to bottom to the action down here. Los Maderos is going to go on to Samuel. Los Maderos is falling very low. Sorry to interrupt you.
No.
I can't even talk right now. And Fupu's just not able to get him. And then the stealth comes up and... that could have been so bad for Los Maderos. You really can't give up that blue buff.
Yeah.
And it looks like Kemchi's going to be coming in here to do a bit of help Young Grim from getting dived, and he misses the Q, but he might not be able to kill him before all these minions come back. Actually, minions will be able to pick up that one, and he will be able to get 2, 3. Actually, he smites the third one, and he... the nice flash from Vankera, and Kemchi's Q is up. He's going to try to place it. The Urbanized Spy is there to save him, but Vankera will go down, and unless Kemchi has a ward, he's not going to be able to live. Actually, the red... Does he have red buff or what? Oh, no, he just Lee Sin, and he doesn't give a crap.
And Eve was out of mana there.
No.
They were hoping for a lot.
Give it the double buff. Actually, the Minions are going to run into a Nuno in a very bad position. Nuno's falling very low, and Anthron really capitalizing on that, and here comes Kemchi in for the kill, but Anthron doesn't even need it. You're just, with this surprise attack, able to kill him very fast.
Just in the right place at the right time. He followed up at that mid very well, and caught him in that tri-bush. But yeah, no, great play by K4 Kimchi to finish up that kill. And you look like you're about to die.
Yeah, I've been talking so much. The last game I was just going crazy by myself. Not by myself. I had a co-caster, but...
Right. And we see the sun's going down. I've always found it weird when...
Sorry, a little bit of battle bot lane. Samuel trying to get in there, but the exhaust from Delirium and a bit of a damage from the double thorns damage from Twitch able to keep him off. Actually, Fupu's dropping very low. So where's the expunge coming in?
Not enough to get him down.
Was the expunge used?
It was used
already.
But the Janus shield came up.
No.
He used it on himself.
He had like 20 health.
Yeah. I've noticed that Delirium's been stunning Janna a lot. Maybe it's a bit different now, but when I
Janna is a bit...
I would always waste that stun on the 80 carry, because, I mean, unless you can... Well, I mean, Twitch should be able to blow up Janna, but the spell shield and...
Well, Lucian hasn't shown too much damage so far in the early game. It's a bit more of a useful going after the very squishy target. Actually, Kemchi... nice ultimate dodge by Kemchi going back onto Anthron. And...
Nundo, two ults.
Yeah.
2 ults used
and
the
the smite over the wall will be able to pick up this blue buff, or no, they're just going to go right for it and Urbanized Spy them and know exactly what they're doing. And he might have to try to be a smite war, and it does go to Lee Sin again. That's... Urbanized Spy is on level 6, and Kemchi just is going to be able to go on him, and he might be able to kill him. No, a nice flash is going to get him away from there very effectively. Vankera is looking like he wants to try to go top to help Urbanized Spy. Urbanized Spy is taking a lot of damage. Kemchi is going to die. He does not want to be getting with the blue buffs like this, or any buffs in general, and Anthron is forced to run away. He did burn the flash, and he is going to go down as well, unless... Yeah, he's going to go down. And he's going to try to turn around on Vankera, but the nice shield from Nundo is going to keep him alive just long enough for...
Yeah, so a little
to take him down.
Little too risky to try to dive that Evelyn. We do.
Sorry, actually, Young Grim's going back onto Vankera. He wants a double buff for himself, and he gets the double buff.
There it is. So
a bunch of trading, and it's going to be very effective for Young Grim on that.
Yeah.
Really a pick. There we go. Actually, bottom lane, Delirium and Los Maderos is doing a lot of damage to the turret. Going to get it about half before Lucian gets it. No, Lucian's there already, and he's going to be able to force them back. And now, unfortunately, Nundo has to go back and clear that little golem there and keep for the timer to respawn. And Young Grim's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Kind of wasted time walking around, but he's going to be able to get that to about half health before Urbanized Spy gets him out of there. And actually, bottom lane, Kemchi coming in for a dive. Los Maderos is going to go down to Samuel, and Kemchi is not going to be able to finish, capitalize on Delirium and pick up that kill, but one kill is definitely worth it. And they're up almost 3k.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably just going to grab Dragon. They did see Eve top clearing that wave. and they have the 4 bot, and with Twitch dead, should be a pretty free dragon.
Yeah, there's nothing Nuno can do. He's going to try to get over there in time, but he's got to make sure that he doesn't get ganked. Because a lot of people go, oh, you're a mid laner, we're going to go dragon, then we're going to come kill you. And you got no wards. Actually, he did just throw us down his ward, but... Oh, there's Kemchi. Run. Kemchi doing a lot of damage. He did use the second thing on his... what is it? He did use the strike to get onto him.
Yeah.
A little bit too early before he got he was able to close the distance or gain any distance. Vankera actually dropping really low. His passive is still off, and Youngrim very well aware of that and takes up another kill with his double buff and proven.
Double buff's really helping out there.
Oh yeah, so good on champions like Aurelia.
Yeah, and just out farming Zach as well.
Kimchi's coming bottom again. This is what got them last time. Lost Mandara starting to fall back. There's the engage from Kimchi. Just gonna ult him. No, it's down right now. So last Panderos is going to try to get in the next punch, just barely not killing Samuel. If there was Ignite on that, would have killed him. But Delirium, again, tanky man Tarek is not going to die.
Yeah. So K4 Kimchi doing a great job keeping that pressure bot lane.
Yeah.
Seeing that Aurelia top is doing well. The ult not enough to... Or Nando just getting out of the ult mid lane.
There was a bit of a brawl there too. Everything happens all at once.
Yeah, Zyra doing a great job pushing him back. Laid down the ult, would have got the kill had Nando not been able to just walk out of there. But yeah, a lot of pressure coming down. The gold lead slowly starting to creep ahead now.
Yep.
A few thousand gold in favor of You Got What I Need. We'll see if they can keep capitalizing on these fights, and after these fights, they always seem to get an objective of some sort. So.
Yeah, they're really good at doing that. Samuel, actually, they're ganking, getting around everything is just so good for the red team. Samuel and Fupo's back in the bottom lane, going to get Samuel a bunch of the farm again. Going to keep his lead or no? Yeah, he's actually quite a bit ahead of Twitch right now at this point. Twitch is only sitting at 50 at 12 minutes, almost 13, which is not very good. You want to be at least at the pros, or what you really want is 100 at 10 minutes, but that's so hard. Yeah. Even 80 or so at 10 minutes is really good, is what you really want to aim for, but you get what you get, and it all depends on the game and how you're doing. K for Kemchi going bottom lane. Going to try to find, actually not going to be able to find Urban Spy. He's almost dead, and there's going to be another gank, and they're just going to kill Twitch. I missed that in the focusing on Delirium trying to run away, and that's gonna be a double kill for Lucian, getting him further and further ahead of his of the Twitch.
Yeah. So what happened there was Tarek went up and stunned Janna again, I believe, and they were gonna go on a hard engage, but then he was out of mana, and after that one stun, he just can't do anything. Yeah. And so then Janna and Lucian just turned around on him.
I feel there's better picks for supports, especially nowadays, than Tarek.
Yeah, it hasn't worked out very well for them so far, but we'll see if they can turn it around. Samuel and Fufu's playing that lane very well.
Yep. Young Grim is continuing to throw it on the hurt onto Vankera, forcing him back and just dominating this lane. Has the Blade of the Rune King and has a couple other items here and there, and is going to be able to further his lead on the Zach. He doesn't even have his Thornmail up at this point, and he would have wanted that a while ago.
Yeah. Thornmail or other Sunfire Cape.
Oh, Sunfire Cape. That's what I meant. Not Thornmail. Thornmail's bad for start. Actually, Nuno getting engaged on. There's way too much damage from Young Grim and Anthony to be able to do anything. Yeah. Urbanized Spy trying to get in there, but he is forced to flash away. Young Grim doesn't care what turret's hitting him. He's just going to take it. And Zach's going to be there to pick up the... Oh, no. The shutdown comes on for Evelyn. And there's the ult from Vankera. Actually able to pick up a kill for Twitch, but the ult away from... Kemchi, he is willing to get off that wall.
Yeah. So going a little hard there. Aurelia got the kills, and then just that pathing, it's too narrow. Yeah. Got hit by that last tower. I'm sure Tarek and Twitch would have gone up there and got that kill had he escaped barely, but good turnaround. Was able to pick up a couple kills off that dive.
Oh, wow, yeah, that upgrade is a bit bigger than the normal one. Oh, wow. 15 minutes in the game, and there's 7 kill advantage. There's 6K, or just under 6K advantage for the red team. Yeah. This far ahead, they can afford to make a mistake like that, but they can't really be doing that anymore. They really need to just be finishing up on people and not 3-man diving when it's not completely necessary for 1 or 2 kills. Like you're far enough ahead. It's not going to change the game for your side. If you die, it's going to change the game for their side, and you don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Better just get ahead than stay ahead. Don't try to do anything too risky. Just keep farming lanes, getting buffs, taking control of objectives, and doing smart plays. Delirium, I'm going to try to go bottom. You're not going to be able to see this ward. It's going to see him. Actually, Young Grim picking up another kill on the Orianna. Orianna has already died. Unfortunately, there's quite a bit of deaths on just around on the blue team, unfortunately for them. Lee Sin is going to go on to Tarek ultimate to his team. Samuel is there to be able to follow up. But
the stun does come down.
Delirium just goes right on. Urban Spy comes in from the side. Kemchi is going to close on him, and Urban Spy is going to go down really quickly. Los Mineros has to be very careful. He cannot be doing this, and he puts himself to... He wants to help, but he just can't at this point. He's just not strong enough, and Vankara is going to go down as well. Him also trying to get in there and help out his teammates, but he's just going to die as well for it.
And we'll see who they hand this kill off to.
Kemchi throwing down some taunts.
And he likes to laugh, that guy.
Yeah, and they're just either going to go for Dragon at this point.
Yeah.
While Aurelia is just like, what happened? I'm top lane. I'm just going to keep pushing.
Yeah. So really pushing their advantages here. Really strong showing from You Got What You Need so far. Again, Tarek got the stun off on Lucian, but after that, was just there to
he was
for a while.
He was alone, and he had to try to keep the damage from getting on him, but he was just too far out at that point. And Aurelia actually might be able to do quite a bit of damage to this turret if she starts as soon as she clears out these minions before Zach will be able to get there. She does quite a bit of damage right now, and Anthron is going to Nuno's going to run right into Anthron. Anthron not being able to, and I thought that ult was not in range. It definitely didn't look like it. And Anthron's going to fall down. As soon as that happened, he should just turned right onto Nuno, but he decided to try to run away a little bit.
Yeah.
Now Young Grim obviously still trying to put as much pressure as possible on the top lane. Vankara has to ward there because he just doesn't know where it's going to be coming from. Young Grim is going to be there. And Young Grim's actually caught out. Los Maderos is there. He misses the slow, unfortunately. He doesn't wait for the bounce first. And Los Maderos, this is going to be a kill for Los Maderos. Actually, Los Maderos dying before he can even get the kill. And
so just turning that around.
Yeah. That's a bad ult. I don't like Lucian's ult. They can't direct it at all.
Yeah. It's one of those ults that it has its benefits at times, but
I think it just to be changed.
Yeah. But yeah, good on Young Gim for picking up that kill after taking that Zac ult.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just going to go for Baron. There's nothing blue team can do at this point. Or to stop the Baron, I should say.
Evelyn's showing bot, so they're not going to have a smite there.
Yeah, they're just going to be able to do the snow contest. And look at the ward coverage. This is the first team that's had like the most outstanding ward coverage that we've seen. Like, this isn't the most outstanding ward coverage we've seen in tournaments, but with all the recent changes and everything and the lack of... People just are like, oh, I got this free ward. I don't got to buy them anymore. It's like, you still got to buy them.
Yeah, we still see the sight stone being one of those first items rushed. And
yeah. It's just such a good item on Lee Sin. It's just like, hey, I got all these wards. I can just dash everywhere. I don't got to waste money on this. And it just gives me a crap load of health.
Yeah. So really strong showing so far. Almost 10k in the lead there. Have the Baron buff. Another early Baron, I believe last game too.
Yeah,
the new cog was able to take that Baron out
very quickly for 2 people. Like not even 20 minutes, or for like 20 minutes in the game. That's silly.
Yeah,
and they're just gonna stand here. Young Grim is gonna stand there, not do anything, while they're gonna be able to pick up this turret. And it's probably gonna come down to one more team fight. There's only a 10k advantage for the red team, and it would be pretty hard to throw this hard right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to try to pressure down this mid turret and one final push.
Yeah, Los Mineros is bottom, is going to get a turret, but it's with this mini wave. I think they're going to try to get a dive or follow up on a bind, but he just miss that, and they're just going to keep pushing down turrets, and there's nothing they can do at this point. Actually, they're going to go in. Actually, Nuno just immediately died.
Just deleted.
Yeah, like it wasn't even there.
Goodbye.
That was a silly amount of damage already. And Leeson goes in there, ults Tarek away. And he really wants that Tarek. Tarek falling stupidly quickly himself.
That's the game.
And Elise just evaporated, and that is going to be a good game.
The surrender vote coming
Congratulations to Red Team. They did take this tournament.
They went undefeated this tournament.
Yeah, they didn't drop a single game. Last time they went, it was completely opposite. These two teams faced last tournament, but the blue team this time did win last tournament, and they almost lost in the finals, but kind of like they wanted payback, and they got their payback. So
very strong showing from You Got What I Need.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Congratulations to them. Thanks for listening.
I'm Corsair.
I'm Kajikal.
And thank you guys. Keep an eye on our Edmonton Facebook group, and we'll be posting information on our next tournament, most likely in the new year.
Yeah, come play.
Sometime in January. We had 15 teams, so if you want to get in and on this fun, you got to make sure you pre-register. You can do that on our website. We'll be all the information will be on the Facebook by the time it all comes around. And thank you guys for watching again, and have fun.
Post-game interviews. We'll see if people want to come talk for a bit. I don't think there's